We're good.
All right. Morning. Raise your hand if you've ever heard that love conquers all. Keep your hand up if you've ever been deeply in love with someone and not had that relationship work out. Still quite a few of you, right? It's not just about love. Love is really important because it provides meaning, right? It lights us up. It keeps us connected. But there's also skill and strategy that's involved in keeping a relationship and keeping a successful relationship. And so today what I'm going to do is give you a framework for those skills and strategies. What I'm going to cover are 3 types of love, and I'm going to give you 2 ideas on how you can approach skills and strategy in a relationship. So this talk is really about achieving mastery in your relationship. So if that's what you're looking for, if you're looking to go to the next level, even if you're not even in a relationship, but you're interested in mastering a relationship that you might have one day, this is a talk to pay attention to. If you feel like you're getting by and you're pretty happy with the way things are, then lean back and enjoy. So we'll start with the 3 types of love. These are terms that have been coined by Anthony Robbins. The first type of love is baby love. This is demanding. This is, I want what I want, and I want you to get it for me. I will do anything to get this. I will manipulate you. I will diminish you. I will criticize you. I will scream. I will cry. I will pout. I will do whatever it takes because this is about me. Being with someone who's like this might feel like being with sort of a love black hole. It doesn't matter how much you give and give and give, right? It feels like it's never enough. The second kind of love is called horse trading or whoring. It's kind of shocking language. This is the kind of love that's slightly higher because there is some giving involved. But it's about, I'm going to give to you, but in my mind, I'm going to be keeping track of what I've done for you. I'm always going to be slightly ahead of you in terms of the power balance, what I've given and what you've given. So I have this running list, and that if you don't give me something that I want, even if you tell me explicitly that it's morally offends you, that this is not something you're comfortable doing, I can still point to that list and say, yeah, but I've been doing all this for years. Right? It's slightly higher because there is giving involved, but it's still self-serving. The third kind of love is unconditional. When you start doing this, now you're working towards mastery. Unconditional love is, I love you and I want to contribute to the quality of your life as much as I want to contribute to my own life. Because I want you to be successful. I want you to be fulfilled. I want you to feel joy and passion and all those things because when you're lifted up, I'm lifted up. This is, I just really want to be able to give to you in the highest possible way. This is definitely mastery, right? And it's possible that you recognize yourself in all 3 of these. It's about where you live. Where do you make a home? Are you living here? Do you have a big scoreboard in your house? And occasionally you step out on the lawn and you take a big deep breath of unconditional love and then you realize, woo, that's not really familiar. I'm going to go back in the house. I'm going to return to my scoreboard and go back to keeping count. Right? Or you can even live in unconditional love and find yourself occasionally, your buttons have been pushed, you're exhausted, you're tired, you're hungry, and you find yourself having a little temper tantrum. Right? You can drop into this. And maybe once in a while you feel like, God, I feel like I've been just giving and giving and this person's not giving back. It happens. But where are you working on this ladder? Are you working your way down or are you working your way up the ladder? Where do you want to live? If you want mastery, then live here. And forgive yourself for the times that you come here or here. Right? So in terms of skill and strategy, I think there are 2 ways that you can look at it. One is to become a detective of the relationship. A detective seeks to understand things at a deep level, understands nuances. What does that facial expression really mean? What's that wording really saying? You all know you've heard fine. Fine doesn't mean fine. Fine means I am anything but fine. It's understanding nuances and wording and motivation. It also seeks to understand the connections between things. If he does this and then she does that, what does this say about their relationship? What does it mean? You can apply that same interplay to your relationship, where you think, well, I've just done this and now she's doing that. What just happened? What did I just do that caused that? And if this is not what I want to see, I would rather see her smiling. I would rather see her happy. Then how do I step over here and become that causes someone to smile, right? It's what Gandhi says about wanting to You have to become the change you want to see in the world. If you want to change your relationship, you have to be willing to change yourself. Yeah? The second thing is to become a leader. I'll back up for a second. If you become a detective, one of the things you're seeking to do is to understand your partner better than they understand themselves. If you hit unconditional love, you're working towards it. If you seek to understand your partner better than they understand themselves, then you're really moving in that direction. So the third one is about becoming a leader in your relationship. Being a leader in your relationship means that you have a clear, compelling vision that you're working towards. A leader embodies that vision. They take consistent action towards that vision. They're moved towards it. Okay? They also create the space for another person to join that vision with them. Right? They inspire them, they move them, they create space, and you can step into a new reality with someone if that's a direction you want to go. And once you've done that, if you've done all three of those things, if you're working, living in unconditional love, you've sought to understand your partner better than they even understand themselves, and you can anticipate when trouble shows up, right? Because couples have cycles. Some couples fight every Thursday. And it's because of the way their lives intersect, the way stress sort of hits on certain days. When that happens, if you're paying attention, then you can decide, Wednesday night, this is a strategy I'm going to employ to have a completely different experience on Thursday. Right? So you have unconditional love, you live here. Forgive yourself for this. You become a detective, you seek to understand yourself, your partner better than they understand themselves, and then you become a leader. You have vision for your relationship, and you embody it, and you create space for them to move into that future with you. Everybody following this? Right. So what I do with clients is I have two programs. One I mentioned earlier, it's the Rebuild and Reignite. And this one is 6 weeks, it's an intensive, and it's on sale right now through May. This is for clients who are self-aware, who feel like they've just undergone some kind of change, and they know they need a new set of skills. Right? They just don't quite know how to work through something, and they just need a little help. The second one is the Reclaim Your Passion and Playfulness. This is for people who have been in a relationship for a while and they just have forgotten how to communicate, or the language of the relationship has become silence and fighting. And they need more help. They need more time. Okay? So if you know anyone like this, please refer them to me. Any questions?
How long is that program?
That one is 3 months.
3 months.
Yeah. Anything else?
That's true farming.
What?
That is true farming.
Okay. Anyway.
What if you know somebody who is basically a horse trader? How do you deal with them?
Well, you understand what their needs are. What are they trying to meet by trading? Are they trying to stay, there's 6 human needs, what I've talked about before, and I have to do this really quickly. Certainty, significance, those are usually 2 needs that people are working for. I want to feel really important, and I don't know any other way to do it. I want to feel certain in my relationship, and one of the ways I do that is create a power imbalance, right? So it's speaking to those needs, and helping them see that actually you can get certainty through love, through connection. Thank you.